And ABC News World's contributor Victoria Murphy joins me now for more on this. Victoria, Prince Andrew is the king's brother, so how could this documentary impact the monarchy?
Hi there, good morning. Yes, well, I mean, it looks like it's going to be a very fascinating documentary. And there's no doubt that Prince Andrew's friendship with Epstein still has the potential to hugely influence the reputation of the monarchy. And, there's no doubt in my mind that there's still a lot of concern about that from members of the royal family and the people around them. I think in some senses, the coverage around this, the coverage of Prince Andrew has lessened in the past year or so. He settled a lawsuit against him around a year ago. But this documentary is a reminder that there could be more information to come out either via the courts or via media interviews or documentaries that continue to put the heat onto the royal family. This scandal started in the reign of Queen Elizabeth. And one of the reasons it was so damaging was because Prince Andrew was repeatedly described as her favourite son, and she controversially showed her support for him. And I think people are now really looking at how the king is reacting to this and what his position is as far as Prince Andrew goes. You could say that the relationship of a brother, the brotherly relationship, is a bit different to mother and son. So you could say that perhaps he has a bit more ability to distance himself, but that doesn't change the fact that Prince Andrew is a family member and they can strip him professionally, but they cannot change the fact that whatever he does will still have an impact reputationally on the monarchy.
Victoria, you mentioned last year that Prince Andrew settled a sexual assault lawsuit with a victim who claimed Jeffrey Epstein trafficked her to Prince Andrew. How has the royal family managed his presence since then?
Well, I think that's a very interesting question. He settled this lawsuit, and from his perspective, perhaps he felt that he was drawing a line under the questions around him. But I think reputationally, it did very little to rehabilitate his reputation. As far as many members of the public were concerned, the fact that he chose to pay off his accuser instead of going and standing up in court and protesting his innocence there left, a lot of unanswered questions around him. And public opinion on him has not really shifted since he gave that disastrous Newsnight interview in 2019. Since then, he's had to step back from public duties. He's been completely stripped of his honorary military appointments, his patronages. Buckingham Palace no longer represent him or speak for him, and that absolutely has not changed. And really, we're really seeing the royal family completely distance themselves from him publicly, and I don't see any way that there will be any way back for him on the world stage as far as the royal family is concerned. But one thing that is very interesting that I've noticed in the last year or so is that we have seen him start to appear a little bit more with family members. So we've seen him at Sandringham at Christmas Day, we've seen him at church at Easter, he appeared at the coronation, and apparently he is at Balmoral this summer. So I think that kind of tells us that where they're trying to get to is that they're trying to have him be able to appear at family moments without that being a huge controversy. But as far as him appearing publicly or formally goes, there's no way we will ever see him on that balcony again.
The documentary includes some never-before-seen footage from that infamous BBC interview, as well as an interview with a member of Prince Andrew's inner circle. What are you watching for there? And do you think this could further damage his image?
Well, I will certainly be watching very closely to see what comes out. His reputation is very damaged already, but if there are new specific allegations that come out, then that could certainly do further damage. And there's no doubt in my mind that the royal family and the people around them will certainly be paying very close attention to this. Regardless of what comes out, I think it's important to say that just this being discussed again, these very serious allegations that were made against him a few years ago, which he denies, but have still had a very potent effect and continue to have a very potent effect on his reputation. Just those being discussed again is very damaging and problematic for the royals.
All right, ABC News World's contributor Victoria Murphy. Victoria, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.